from classical times. There's no one discoverer of it. It's always been known. It is so bright, it is so obvious that people have always seen it. And they noted that this star, unlike the others, kept moving its position relative to the fixed stars. And that's where the word planet comes from. It comes from the Greek, which means wandering star.
Named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty, Venus, with its dense clouds of carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid, has played an important role in our understanding of the universe. In 1769, Captain James Cook gathered transit data from around the world, which was used to calculate the distance between Earth and the Sun and, subsequently, the size of our solar system. Brian Sheen runs the Roseland Observatory at St Stephen.
This is particularly important because it's the last chance any of us alive on the planet will be able to see Venus travelling across the face of the Sun. It's such a rare thing that we make every effort to observe it, and observe it as well as we can.
Another astronomer at the Roseland Observatory is Grant McIntosh. He spent 22 years in the army before deciding to study spectroscopy.
Well, actually, instead of putting an eyepiece into a telescope, we point a telescope at a certain object in the sky and put what we call a spectrometer in place of the eyepiece. And what that does is records over a period of time the light sources given off by a certain object in the night sky. For example, we can actually tell how far a star is in its life, how big it is it moving towards us, is it moving away from us, and when it's going to die.
Today, transit events are used to detect planets beyond the solar system. NASA's Kepler Space Telescope measures the change in brightness as a planet passes in front of a distant star. Kepler has already confirmed 61 planets using the transit technique.
For the transit of Venus, the reason the importance of this is the Hubble Space Telescope is actually going to be trained on the Moon during the transit of Venus. And the reason that it's not actually going to be pointed at the Sun is if they did that, they would fry billions of dollars worth of circuits on the telescope. So what they're going to do is they're going to analyse the light shift on the Moon's surface and use that as a reference point when they're actually trying to discover exoplanets in the solar system or in the universe.
So Wednesday's event, the passing of Venus across the Sun and the effect that that has on the Moon, which Hubble will be watching, that will actually become a benchmark then for the search for exoplanets in the wider galaxy, the wider universe.
That's right. They can use that as a common frame of reference. We know that no life can survive on Venus. We get poisoned to death there, yeah? So they would know then, if they put a spectrometer on the exoplanet, the readings they get from the spectrometer of the exoplanet, they can compare it with Venus, and then they could make a determination to see, well, life could survive there or life can't survive there.
Brian and Grant will be recording the event from Cornwall Outdoors at Porthpean near St Austell, where they will have special equipment set up for people to view the transit, which will appear as a black disc against the sun. But Grant explains there are ways people can safely get involved at home.
There are things that you can buy, special filters that you can buy, not sunglasses or anything like that, but you can go to astronomy shops, look online, and you can actually buy glasses or special type glass to actually look at the sun safely.